mean? Like, this is something that I wanted to share with the world. And I actually waited like a day because I knew, like, you know, just being in the public eye, you know, people are going to say things, whether it's you posting something good, whether you posting something bad, it's always going to be somebody who has something negative to say.
Yeah.
So it really brought me to a place where I don't wish on anybody, you know, because it's supposed to be the happiest moment of my life. But when I read the comments, it made me the saddest girl in life. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry to hear that. What were some of the comments that brought you to that place of sadness?
He's only with you because of your dad. So does this mean I have to be ugly to get a man? Even like the way I was looking, you know, I got diagnosed with lupus at the age of 6. And so here I was very inflamed. Actually, my lupus was very, very inflamed.
That's funny because you look gorgeous right there. You know what I mean? I understand the lupus being inflamed.
Yes.
But I just see a stunning young woman that's happy.
Thank you.
But finish what you're saying.
So yeah, I wasn't feeling well, you know, and so like nobody knew that, you know what I mean? So for people to go on there and to say that, it made me feel even lower about myself. And I think when people say those certain things and you're already dealing with insecurities, it like triggers it, you know, because you have somebody online saying this about you and you're like, dang, this is how I really feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it just hits deeper because it's like, wow, they are right. Or maybe I'm not tripping in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you battled depression as a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, can you talk about that?
I felt like as a kid, I was always an outcast. You know, like my brothers are light-skinned, they're slimmer, you know what I mean? Like even my friends, I had light-skinned friends with curly hair. I just always was different. I mean, even the guys, you know, they were always like, put me on with her. And I'm like, why do you want to be put on with me? You know, like I was always like the homegirl. And just growing up, it just made me sad, you know, and I got sick at the age of 6. So just imagine being sick that young, you know, like I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to doctors. I'm taking all these medications and, you know, medications make you mentally, you know, feel some type of way as well. So it was just a lot that I went through as a little girl and, you know, still go through as I'm getting into an adult.
And you told my producers that at 13 you wanted to give up.
I think before that.
Before that. Can you talk to about that? Because I asked you this because I know you're in a better place now, and even though you're working, I think there could be some little girl out there or some little boy that might experience that, and I want them to understand that you were there.
Yeah.
So what were you experiencing at that time?
Really just, I've been bullied all my life too. Like when I first got on social media, it's like I get more negative love than positive love, you know what I mean? Like it's always about how I look and, you know, what size I am and my skin. And it just brought me to a place where I just didn't want to be here no more. And I feel like it's so easy to give up, right? And that's just where I was at. But my goal now is to talk to young women, talk to young boys.
Yeah.
So this stuff can be instilled in them when they're younger. Because if I had all this instilled in me when I was younger, whatever anybody had to say about me wouldn't have even mattered, because I know how I look, I know how I feel, and I'm fine with it.
Amen. Yeah, I hear that. I love that. I love that. I love that you were in a dark place and that you talked so vulnerable about being able to get out of it.
Yeah.
One of the things you touched on that I think it's sad to me that still in this day and age, we are still talking about colorism and people don't realize it. You said often that because of your skin tone, you get comments. What comments do you hear about your skin tone?